There is a point in Homer's The Odyssey where Odysseus is washed ashore from a shipwreck. In his desperation, a young woman comes to his aid, rescuing him from his end. She was Nausicaa, lover of nature, eventually serving as the mother of his rebirth. In Hayao Miyazaki's first masterpiece, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, he heralds this protagonist of similar inspiration, whose own odyssey and heroism would take on Homeric proportions. The film's story takes place when human civilization appears to be in its last throes. A vast toxic jungle envelops the land, teeming with monstrous insects, hostile to anything that disturbs the expanse. A few kingdoms remain, at war with the jungle and each other. One remaining beacon is the Valley of the Wind, a peaceful and prosperous feudal community seemingly protected from the jungle by its bordering forest and strong winds. The valley's princess, Nausicaa, is a free spirit and genuine Renaissance man. Puzzled by the jungle's nature, she frequents its depths for resources and answers. Aside from having mastering flight, she's also a ferocious warrior. But what truly defines her is her uncanny rapport and devotion to all living things.
がハムシにさらわれたのを人のこと間違えてな、つい銃を使ってしまったのだ。
それであんなにオウムが怒ったのね。
気絶しておったので毒を吸わなかったようだ。いや、手は出さん方がいい。チビでも凶暴だ。
おいで。さあ。
おい。
ほら、怖くない。怖くない。ほらね、怖くない。ね。怯えていただけなんだよね。ユパ様、この子私にくださいな。
おお、構わんが。
わあ、ありがとう。飼いにくい。私覚えてる？
不思議な力だ。
今度の旅はどうじゃった？
ひどいものだ。南でまた2つの国が腐海に飲まれてしまった。腐海は着実に広がっている。
One day she is visited by Lord Yupa, a noted valley resident revered for his wisdom and unparalleled swordsmanship. He has returned from his search for a prophesied savior, only to return with grim news.
ユパは探し続けるよう定められた男じゃ。
定めか。
大ババ様、探すって何？
おや、ナウシカは知らなかったのかい？ほれ、あの壁の旗にあるじゃろ。わしにはもう見えぬが、左の隅にいるお方じゃよ。そのもの青き衣をまといて金色の野に降り立つべし、失われし大地との絆を結び。
That same evening, a massive airship crashes near the valley, attacked by an insect swarm. Having come from the neighboring jungle, it brings spores which threaten the valley's forest, as well as bringing an ominous cargo.
まったく厄介なものを持ち込みよって。
ミト、ここを見ろ。
ああ。動いとる。まるで生きとるようだ。ユパ様、これは。
旅の途中で不吉な噂を聞いた。ペジテ氏の地下に眠っていた旧世界の怪物が掘り出されたというのだ。
旧世界の怪物？
巨神兵だ。
巨神兵？あの火の7日間で世界を焼き尽くしたという。こいつが。来い！
These events lead to various adventures, escapes, revelations, and locales of staggering creativity, ranging from underground caverns to the heart of the toxic jungle and even to the very stratosphere.
さあマスクをつけろ。運転に降りてバーチを救出する。
The film is considered to be the first of Miyazaki's works to showcase his strong environmental inclinations. And in every film since, he has made his case for man to grow closer to nature, as a return to the olden days. Notice how Miyazaki presents his toxic jungle not so much as an inhospitable realm, but as a fearsome marvel of nature. His insects never come off as oozing grotesques, but as wondrous, albeit scary creatures. The film's largest creations, the Omus, are entirely original and are almost proof that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Like most of Miyazaki's films, he refuses to narrow down conflict to two or even three sides. The film's story does concern good versus evil, but it isn't manifested in simplistic ways. Each kingdom has its own motivations, each conflict has its reason, and for much of the film, there is no one problem or solution. Despite this moral complexity for an animated film, it all fits Miyazaki's big picture, and in the end, we see it.
あなたたちなの？なんてひどいこと。
どうあっても復活する前に巨神兵を取り戻さなければならないのだ。
世界を守るためなんだよ。分かってくれ。
それで谷の人たちを殺すというわけ？
To know that children will grasp and want to grasp this story and these ideas takes deep wisdom and understanding. Miyazaki accomplishes this not only by his storytelling techniques, but also through his visual artistry. Like the very best of Japanese animation, there is a warmth and softness to his illustrations that make it almost effortless for viewers to accept what unfolds on screen. It allows for his characters and the narrative to breathe and breathe deeply, with moments of contemplation and authentic feeling taking hold.
そなたそれを自分で。
ええ、父やみんなの病気を治したくて。でも、もうここも閉めます。さっき水を止めたから、やがてみんな枯れるでしょう。
ナウシカ。
ナウシカ。ナウシカ。
But it's what he illustrates that captures our hearts as well as our minds. Unlike his other anime contemporaries who focus on the technological or the magical, Miyazaki focuses on the pastoral and the personal. He tends to look back instead of looking forward, inward instead of outward, looking at treasures of futures past that might have been. He favors a more natural way of life, is in love with flight with his heroes soaring through the skies. We sense hope in women more than man's history of violence. These creeds and themes are held dearly and instinctively by the young and hopeful. And it's Miyazaki's ability to convey these naturalistic ideas through his visual imagination, which makes him unique.
オウムの妖精です。やはり虫に取りつかれていたか。渡しなさい、ナウシカ。
いや、何にも悪いことしてない。
虫と人とは同じ世界には住めないのだよ。
And his imagination is breathtaking. Only Pixar has been able to rival Miyazaki's creative energies in forming entirely new sights, sounds, and stories with each subsequent film. While even the greatest of directors have to rely on cast and crew to carry out their visions, Miyazaki pretty much is the film. He might be the closest thing we have to an auteur.
どうした？それでも世界で最も邪悪な一族の末裔か？
すげえ世界が燃えちまうわけだぜ。
Yes, I praise Hayao Miyazaki, but to talk about his films can only lead to discuss the marvel that is the man. In the world of animation, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is one of its brightest stars. It is the seminal Miyazaki film, breathing wonder, tenderness, and life into worlds where we'd all like to live in.